sa silang alalalab ng puso, sa litig mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyat ka ng magiging sa manlulupi, di ka pasisihir. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simula, sa langit ng baka, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglalamig na mahal. Ang isat ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagperamay, ang bituin at araw niyang kailan, ang may nagbibilig. Lupa ng araw na ating pagsenta, palalamig sa piling mo. Aming hikaya na pa may mag-apit at nabatay ng dahil sa'yo. Mapayapang pamayanan at maunlad na bayan ang pambansang komisyon ng pulisya, naglilingkod na tapat para sa lahat, sa bayan ang atay kapayapaan, napagpaparekan tayo sa kasalan, sa pamamahalan, sa palis ng bayan.
Thank you, Napolcom Chorale. Please take your seats. Ayan. Happy anniversary, everyone. Ayan, pakitingnan po yung katabi ninyo. Kindly greet them Happy anniversary! Yan. Before anything else, nais ko po munang magpakilala sa inyo. I am Marian Ramirez.
And I'm Sherwin Divano.
And we will be the MC for today's event. Now, before we begin the program, of course, we would like to acknowledge the presence of our guest of honor, Honorable Menardo I. Guevara, Secretary of the Department of Justice.
Of course, our Vice Chairman and Executive Officer, Rogelio T. Casurao.
We also would like to acknowledge the presence of Commissioner Zenaida F. Brasas. Senonida F. Brasas, sorry.
Of course, we have Commissioner Felizardo M. Serapio Jr., sir.
We also would like to acknowledge Commissioner Job M. Mangiente.
And representing the Chief of the Philippine National Police, we have Police Director Camilo Pascua Pancratius Cascolan, the Chief Directorial Staff.
And we also would like to acknowledge our ADEO, Ms. Mirna Medina. Okay, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for gracing this event. Now, to formally welcome all of us to today's celebration, may we call on Commissioner Felizardo M. Serapio, Jr. for the opening message.
First and foremost, I would like to greet our esteemed guest of honor and speaker, the Secretary of the Department of Justice, the Honorable Menardo I. Guevara. He will be formally introduced later, who incidentally is the official caretaker of the Republic. Our Vice Chair and Executive Officer, Attorney Rogelio T. Casurao. Sir. Commissioner Sen Rosas, Commissioner Job Mayhente, of course, Adeo, Mirna Medina, of course, the representative of the Chief PNP Police Director Camilo Cascolan. We have also here the HEA of the Office of the Chairman, Napolcom, Chief Superintendent Noel Canapi, retired. Okay? And we have Chief Superintendent Noel Baraceros at marami pang iba kasi ang ating is very busy. Kaya meron pang isang activity for today. Of course, to the awardees, our esteemed guests, and of course, the Napolcom officials and employees, a pleasant, blessed good morning to everybody. And welcome po. Ang ganda ito, marami tayong fans dito. Doon, kulang ang palakpakan. Okay. Today, we are indeed truly blessed to celebrate our 52nd founding anniversary with the eminence of His Excellency, with the presence of His Eminence Luis Antonio G. Cardinal Tagle during our Mass. And now with our guest of honor and speaker in our midst, right here in flesh and blood this morning. Actually, we are celebrating in advance our anniversary, which falls on September 8th, and at the same time, this is the Feast of Nativity, which is tomorrow. For 52 years, this agency has been the PNP's guiding hand, not only in police discipline, but more so, mainly on matters on policy making and standard setting and overall administrative control and operational supervision over the Philippine National Police. First, about the milestone of Napolcom's journey, which by celebrating anniversaries strengthened relationship by recollecting and reframing our episodes. Second, about meeting the challenges to become an effective oversight of PNP, and according to our eminence, stewards, just and trustworthy. Ayan, sabi niya kanina. And third, the Napolcom to keep up with the challenges of our evolving environment. And I, as always say, in the whole of the nation advocacy, we are now at the age of crime complexities amplified by rapid modernization and globalization. And this undercurrent beacons our responses to be a formula of multi-agency, multi-level collaboration strengthened by the state's active engagement with the community. In essence, the Napolcom is charged with formulating the country's crime prevention strategies, administering police entrance and promotional examination, adjudicating police administrative disciplinary proceedings, and dispensing police benefits, among others. The strategy that we are currently advocating summons the active participation of the community, political will of our local chief executives, and the ingenuity of our police. That is the triumvirate structure of the community service-oriented policing system, or the SISOP system. I am proud to report that everyone in the commission, from the leaders down to the very last rank and file employee, are constantly and consistently developing new means and ways to professionalize the police service, augment policing concept, boost police discipline, improve the administration of police benefits, and enhance our core process so that we can be more responsive to the needs of the PNP and other stakeholders. Napolcom, of course, gives premium on awarding exemplary performing policemen, as evidenced by today's recognition. However, we have been also improving our administrative disciplinary mechanism to hasten the administration of justice in the summary dismissal cases to curb and abate corruption and criminality in the police service. A total of 2,150 police officers had been disciplined for various administrative infractions from July 2016 to July 2018. Likewise, guidelines in the conduct of lifestyle check of PNP personnel has been finalized. Investigation on persons of interest is ongoing. We have also established the 24/7 Public Assistance Unit and Citizens Complaint Center in the central office and regional offices to closely monitor and respond to citizens' complaints and grievances against criminality in all its forms. From October 2017 up to July 2018, the 8888 Citizen Complaint Center has received a total of 74 complaints, 73 of which has been attended to and resolved. Anent Police Benefit Administration, we entered into a memorandum of agreement with the Philippine Statistics Authority to allow us to extract data and match death records of pensioners and their survivors. As a result, we have updated our pensioners and survivor lists using the decentralized. Likewise, Napolcom policies and insurances is now included in recognizing as parameters in recognizing local executives under the seal of good and local governance, or the SGLG program of the DILG. Likewise, sanction has been meted out also to LSC who have failed to who have failed in their duty to appropriate, supervise their local police in ridding their local jurisdiction of criminality. Since the President Rodrigo Duterte's assumption to office in June 2016, as directed, the Napolcom has withdrawn the deputization of LCE due to martial law related reason, due to alleged involvement in illegal drugs trade, and for failure to stop acts of terrorism for having provided various forms of support to terrorist groups. Lastly, in the interest of better and more responsive service to the PNP and other stakeholders, the Napolcom commends its journey toward ISO certification. We aim to standardize our processes and systems towards a more efficient and effective delivery of service. What may be added for this year's remark in my encouragement for each and every one of us to be relevant is whatever task we are expected to do, if we are relevant, definitely there will be progress. The author of the best-selling book, The Greatest Salesman in the World, Mr. Og Mandido, said, "Never again clutter your days or nights with so many menial and unimportant things that you have no time to accept a real challenge when it comes along. This applies to play as well as work. A day merely survived is no cause for celebration. You are not here to fritter away your precious hour when you have the ability to accomplish so much by making a slight change in your routine. No more busy work. No more hiding from success. Leave time, leave space to grow. Now, and now, not tomorrow." I am certain that each of us is treading the right path towards our collective desire to be a more effective overseer or steward, ang sabi ni Cardinal, of the law enforcement sectors. As we open our 53rd year, the future offers an even greater opportunity for all of us to expand our wings to the related fields of public security and safety. I am truly confident that given the chance, all of us will rise even higher and face these challenges head on. So to all of you, keep up the fine work. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Welcome and happy anniversary.
Thank you, Commissioner Serapio, for your very inspiring words. Na-expound niyang mabuti ang ating team for this year, providing unwavering support for the police.
Very detailed indeed. Now, to entertain all of us today, may we again call on the Napolcom Chorale. Thank you, Napolcom Corral, for serenading us today. May gulat factor ha. Nakakagulat po siya.
Of course, led by Maestro Ronald Bello. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now let us proceed to the highlight of today's activities, the presentation of awards. Today we recognize and give honor to the people whom have been instrumental to the success of Napolcom and those whom have shown exceptional service to the agency and to the nation.
To present the awards, may we call on Secretary Menardo Guevara, Vice Chairman and Executive Officer, Attorney Rogelio T. Casarao, Commissioner Felizardo M. Serapio Jr., Commissioner Job M. Mangente, and Commissioner Zenonida F. Brosas.
For the first award, we have for the Napolcom Test Development Committee. The plaque reads, Republic of the Philippines, National Police Commission, Quezon City. This plaque of recognition is awarded to Police Senior Superintendent George D. Dasqueo in grateful acknowledgement of his unselfish dedication and unwavering commitment in discharging his duties and responsibilities as member of the National Police Commission Test Development Committee by sharing his expertise in formulating, developing, and constructing test items for the PNP entrance and promotional examinations and the Police Executive Service eligibility examination, which immensely contributed to its mission of upgrading, professionalizing, and promoting career development in the Philippine National Police. Given the 7th day of September 2018, on the occasion of the 52nd founding anniversary of the National Police Commission at the DILG Napolcom Center, Quezon City. Signed, Eduardo M. Anyok, Chairman, Attorney Rogelio T. Casurao, Commissioner, Vice Chairman, and Executive Officer, Felizardo M. Serapio Jr., Commissioner, Attorney Job M. Manhente, Commissioner, Zenonida F. Brosas, Commissioner, and Oscar D. Albayalde, Commissioner.
The next award will be the Community Service Award. This Community Service Award is presented to Foundation for Crime Prevention Incorporated in gratitude and appreciation for the unwavering support extended to the organizing committee of the 23rd National Crime Prevention Week celebration and generous contribution to the successful conduct of programs and activities of the Commission, particularly the 2017 search for model PNP families.
Next Community Service Award is presented to the Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Incorporated. Wala rin. Okay.
Okay, the next awardee is awarded, this plaque of recognition is awarded to Senior State Prosecutor Peter L. Ong, National Prosecutor Service, Department of Justice. This is in grateful acknowledgement of his untiring dedication and selfless contribution of time, knowledge, and wisdom to the National Police Commission. Technical Committee on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice.
Okay, the next Community Service Award is awarded to Attorney Ernesto P. Dizon, Board of Pardons and Parole.
The next awards will be for the PNP Gallantry awardees. The first awardee is Police Senior Inspector Jimmy L. Sinusin for his performance of a deed of personal bravery and self-sacrifice in defending the lives of his men in an armed encounter during the arrest and neutralization of members of a notorious criminal group known for its involvement in illegal drug activities. Represented by SPO2 Mary Grace Sinusin, the wife of Police Senior Inspector Jimmy L. Sinusin.
The next Gallantry Award is for PO2 Eva Torcelino, represented by Mr. Rodrigo Torcelino, the father.
The next awardee is PO3 Joseph L. Tupue, to be represented by Ms. Cheryl Tupue, the wife, and Kathleen Annie Tupue, his daughter.
Our next Gallantry Award is awarded to Binaungan Municipal Police Station, represented by PO2 Nesil O. Japus.
To receive another Community Service Award, may we call on Police Superintendent Danilo E. Herbacio, retired.
Now, the next award is for the Napolcom-wide Model Supervisor and Associate. For the Commission-wide Best Performing Associate, we have Paul Policarpio E. Cinco, to be represented by Attorney Johnson Reyes.
The Commission-wide Best Performing Supervisor for 2018 goes to Ms. Catherine S. Lazo, to be represented by Director Joseph Mar B. Hill.
Request the awardees for the group photo, please. To all the awardees, we thank you for your unwavering support and exceptional service. Again, thank you very much to our awardees. Now, to introduce today's guest of honor and speaker, May we call on Napolcom's Vice Chairman and Executive Officer, Attorney Rogelio T. Casurao.
Thank you very much. I thank the organizers of today's event for giving me this distinguished opportunity of introducing the man of the hour today. In today's 52nd anniversary celebration of the National Police Commission, it is both an honor and a privilege to introduce to you this well-regarded gentleman as our guest of honor and speaker. Our remarkable guest graduated magna cum laude from the Ateneo de Manila University with a Bachelor of Arts degree, major in political science. He was immediately recruited by the National Economic and Development Authority and was sent on a scholarship to the University of the Philippines for graduate studies in economics. He worked as a staff economist in NEDA until 1983 and eventually transferred to the central bank as bank economist. In the course of working full-time in various government offices, he took up evening classes at the Ateneo School of Law in Makati, where he graduated second honors. His hard work and perseverance paid off when he placed number 2 in the 1985 bar examinations. Thereafter, he joined the technical staff of the 1986 Constitutional Commission, which drafted the 1987 Philippine Constitution. He eventually pursued private practice, that is private law practice, of course, and in 1990, he and other high-caliber lawyers formed a partnership which was later known as the Medialdea, Ata, Bello, Guevara, and Suarez law firm. He was also an accredited arbitrator of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry and became an active faculty member of his alma mater. In May of 2015, then President Benigno S. Aquino III appointed him as Deputy Executive Secretary for Legal Affairs, and in February 2016, he was named Commissioner of the Philippine Competition Commission. In June 2016, he was appointed as Senior Deputy Executive Secretary of the Office of the President. He also served as representative of the Office of the President in the Development Academy of the Philippines Board of Trustees and in Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority Board of Directors. Likewise, he represented the Executive Secretary in various NEDA cabinet-level committees and in the Cabinet Cluster on Justice, Security, and Peace, the Anti-Terrorism Council, the Strategic Trade Management Committee, and the National Coast Watch Council. His impressive credentials have earned him the confidence of the President Rodrigo Roa Duterte when he appointed him as Secretary of Justice of the Department of Justice on April 5, 2018. Just recently, the President designated him as officer in charge of the national government, while President Duterte is on official trip to Israel and Jordan from September to until today. thus making him the first Justice Secretary who was tapped to run the government in the President's official trip to Israel and Jordan. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you the man of the hour, a good friend, a man full of humility. Let us end our prolonged eagerness to know our guest speaker as we give him a round of applause to our esteemed DOJ Secretary, Minardo I. Guevara.
May you please take your seat. Commissioner Attorney Roger Casurao, Commissioner Jun Sarapio, Commissioner Job Mangiente, Commissioner Rosas, General Picoy, Cascolan, Ms. Medina. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Alam nyo, as Secretary of Justice, dalawang institutions lang talaga ang gusto kong maging katrabaho ng husto, yung mapalapit talaga sa puso ng Department of Justice. Ang isa dyan, syempre, ang judiciary. Pero yung isa na institution na talagang gusto kong makatrabahong mabuti ay ang law enforcement agency, more particularly the PNP under the Napolcom. So, nung ako ay masabihan ni Commissioner June at ni Commissioner Roger na baka po pwedeng mag-spare ako ng some time para mag-guest dito sa inyong celebration, ay hindi ako nagdalawang isip na sumagot ng yes. Kaya kahit na alam natin na marami nangyayari ngayong araw na to, ay nahandito pa rin ako. Ang dami-daming tumatawag sa akin sa radyo, sa TV. Pero hindi, nasagutan ko ang Napolcom PNP. Nabanggit ni Commissioner Roger na ako ang current caretaker ng national government while the president is out of the country. Alam niyo, medyo nafophobia na ako dyan sa caretaker na yan eh. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi nung first time na nagpunta sa Russia ang presidente kasama ang karamihan sa cabinet, dinesignate niya rin ako na caretaker. Di sabi ko, okay, sige, dyan lang kayo, sige, at ako na bahala dito sa OP, at things will probably run smoothly here. Okay, while you're enjoying and, okay, so while they were there, kararating lang nila, I got a phone call, gabi na yan, and I'm really fond of telling this anecdote. Gabi na yan, mga around 10:30 in the evening, and I got this strange phone call, and I was already sleeping into my pajamas, no? And hindi ko na-recognize yung number, so hindi ko siya pinansin right away. And then again, tumawag uli. So sabi ko, ba itong number na to? So finally, pinick up ko siya. And it was Secretary Bongo on the line. And he said, Esdes ang tawag nila sa akin nun kasi at the time, Senior Deputy Executive Secretary ako. Sabi niya, Esdes, gusto kong kausapin ng Presidente. Sabi ko, hindi ko nakakausap ang Presidente ng personal. Talagang nakikita ko lang siya pero hindi ko naman siya talaga nakakausap. Much less sa telephone. So anyway, inabot niya sa Presidente yung phone at kinausap na nga ako. In fact, nasa banyo ako noon eh. Sa totoo lang. So, binuksan ko yung pinto para wag mag-echo. So, sabi niya, di boses nga naman ng Presidente. Sabi niya, Maynard, I want to inform you that I have decided to declare martial law in Mindanao. And I want you to draft the proclamation right away and announced it in Manila. Di kagad ako nakasagot doon sa sinabi niya na yon. Eh di, the long and short of it is, yes sir, I will. So, baba na ang phone. Pagkababa niya ng phone, tinawagan ko naman si Secretary Majaldea, nakasama nila doon sa Moscow. Sabi ko, yes, pare, may tumawag sa akin dito eh. Ang sabi, presidente daw siya eh. At nagpapadeklara ng martial law dito sa Mindanao. Ano ba ito? Sabi kong ganoon sa kanya. At ang sagot niya, pare, gawin mo na. Nandito sa tabi ko ngayon. Gawin mo kagad. So that was my first experience as, parang caretaker while they were away. So, sambulat kagad, I was hoping na tahimik lang yung time na yon na while they were there, things would run smoothly. So, well, it happened. You know what happened later on, no? So, there was a second time, pero weekend, attend siya ng boxing ni Pacquiao sa Malaysia. Weekend yon, so nothing really happened. Okay, so, eto nga, na-appoint ako sa DOJ quite, parang medyo suddenly, no? Parang wala naman sa hinagap ko yan na bigla na lang akong ipa-pluck out from my quiet and private office in Malacanang. All of a sudden, nandun ako sa high profile na parang controversial na office ng Department of Justice. So, sino naman ako para tumanggi? Di, nandyan di just do it. Abogado ka naman, kaya mo naman siguro yan. So, I did. And in a few months, I more or less medyo naka-adjust na naman ako. So, eto na naman ang caretaker. Alright. Pupunta ng Israel, Jordan. Okay, so for some reason, ako na naman yung na-designate na caretaker. Ako naman, ang tingin ko lang dyan, hindi naman dahil sa, meron na mga ibang cabinet secretaries na naiwan, hindi naman ako lang ang naiwan. It's just because nag-work ako sa Malacanang, kaya alam ko na yung day-to-day operations doon sa Malacanang. Tingin ko naman, yun lang naman ang reason kung bakit ako naisip na caretaker. So, ang una kong dinalangin, nung ako ay ma-designate, ay sana itong week na to ay maging tahimik at walang problema para Diyos naman, no? Please naman, para mo ng awa. Bago umalis sa airport, nung inihatid ko, yung departure nila nung Sunday, may inabot sa akin yung papel. Sabi ko, ano yung papel na yan? Sabi ni ES, pare, basahin mong mabuti. So, tinignan ko. Proclamation na naman! Sabi ko talagang namumuro ako sa mga proclamation. Alright, so alam nyo na kung ano yung proclamation na yon. No? Ito yung cancellation, nullification ng amnesty sa isang senator of the republic. Sabi ko, patay itong week na to na hinuhope ko na tahimik na ako explosive na naman ito kako. True enough, ganun nga nangyari. Itong week na to, no? And every day since Monday, that has been, the thing that has been occupying my attention. But again, I have to be here. Okay, so may I now proceed to my formal speech. We are gathered here today to commemorate and preserve an important milestone in the history of Philippine law enforcement. The passage and signing into law of Republic Act number 4864, otherwise known as the Police Act of 1966, which created the Police Commission, the forerunner of today's National Police Commission or Napolcom. 52 years and various presidential decrees, executive orders, and public acts later, Napolcom sits atop the hierarchy of the nation's police force, providing leadership and guidance to more than 170,000 sworn officers of the law. Despite current challenges, such as what we as a nation face in the war on drugs, the PNP, led by Napolcom, stands ready to meet the same with equal force and dedication. Section 14 of Republic Act number 1975, as amended by Section 5 of Republic Act Number 8551, provides for the mandate, powers, and functions of Napolcom. Comprehensively, the Napolcom exercises administrative control and operational supervision over the PNP, advises the President of the Philippines on all matters involving police functions and administration, reports to Congress and to the President annually, specifically its appraisal of conditions obtaining in the organization and administration of police agencies throughout the country, with recommendations for appropriate remedial legislation, and to recommend a yearly crime prevention program for the country. Thus, Napolcom's basic function is to act as both the general supervisor and the inspector general of the nation's police force. It exists so that the PNP, one of the most visible organs of the Philippine state and government, passes muster on all standards relative to what an effective and professional police force can and should be. It exists so that the people, the ultimate beneficiaries of PNP's selfless and courageous service, are ensured of the quality that is to be expected from every man and woman wearing the badge. It exists so that all PNP personnel, from the nearest PO1 to the latest PDG, can stand proud in the face of the public and in front of the mirror, free from any stain of corruption and irregularity. Napolcom's work, I strongly believe, is integral to the proper functioning of our justice system. If the PNP, as a result of efforts by Napolcom to fully execute its mandate, is equipped with quality police manuals, manned by competent personnel chosen through rigorous examination processes, guided by established quality standards of service at par with other police forces abroad, informed by a system of unified crime reporting and plans and programs for police training and systems improvement, strengthened by a fair and balanced disciplinary system for administrative cases against policemen, and finally, kept in check by impartial investigations of police anomalies and irregularities, then the results will speak for themselves. We will finally have a police force worthy of our nation. A better PNP translates to better crime prevention, crime reporting, and more importantly, quality criminal investigations that will result in better case build-ups, that will result in better prosecutions, and hopefully more convictions in court. The resulting arc, we hope, is an overall improvement in the administration of justice that can be seen and felt by the ordinary Filipino. 52 years from 1966, the mission of Napolcom remains the same, but is now more imperative than ever. It is to provide the leadership needed for us to have the best police force for the country, because we desire all the good resulting from the same. In this regard, let me make a solemn promise. The Department of Justice stands ready to extend a helping hand to the DILG, the Napolcom, and the PNP in continuing efforts to address crime in the country. We have your back, gentlemen. Rest assured that the bonds between and among our agencies remain strong. To conclude, and in reference to the continuing performance of your duties in the best manner possible, I wish for Napolcom on its 52nd birthday 4 simple things: open eyes, open ears, open minds, and open hearts. I wish for you open eyes, so that you may see clearly all aspects in the life of PNP officers and personnel in order to build up upon where there is progress and to educate where there are shortcomings. I wish for you open ears so that you can hear both the continual calls of the public for a better police force and the call of the PNP itself for what it needs in terms of improved systems, standards, and processes. I wish for you open minds as you strategize and plan towards a crime-free Philippines, incorporating innovative solutions in keeping with the rule of law. And finally, I wish for you open hearts that will always be receptive to the call of service to the flag and the nation, and to the little voice in each of us that discerns right from wrong. Happy 52nd anniversary. Congratulations to Napolcom. Thank you very much.
Again, thank you very much, Secretary Guevara, for giving us your time during this very challenging time. Now, to present the plaque of appreciation and token to our guest of honor and speaker, may we request our commissioners.
The National Police Commission hereby presents this plaque of appreciation to Honorable Menardo I. Guevara, Secretary of the Department of Justice, in grateful acknowledgement and profound gratitude for gracing the 52nd founding anniversary celebration of the National Police Commission as a guest of honor and speaker, and for graciously sharing his valuable insights in the field of public service. Given this 7th day of September 2018, on the occasion of the 52nd founding anniversary of the National Police Commission, Quezon City, Philippines. Signed by Eduardo M. Año, Attorney Rogelio T. Casurao, Commissioner Felizardo M. Serapio Jr., Commissioner Zenonida F. Brosas, Commissioner Job M. Mangente, and ex-officio Commissioner Oscar D. Albayalde, attested by Attorney Chito Noel D. Bustonero.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now, that concludes the part 2 of our celebration for today. We will continue our program at 1 p.m. Enjoy your lunch. Thank you po.